Oh, hello. Hi, it's been a minute since I made a video, so I just thought I'd wear my Oh Hello on Broadway t-shirt. Great Broadway show, still fun, and I just thought it'd be a fun way to introduce this video. But yeah, hello, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jody, and on my channel I talk about Broadway and books. And in today's video, I will be continuing my Broadway show series where I talk about every Broadway show I ever got to see. So normally in the series on my channel, I go over a few things, such as who was in the cast and my performance, who was on the creative team, how I like the show, and anything interesting in the playbill. Today's video will be a little bit different, as the show I will be talking about today is a show I've talked about in the series already. So because of that, I will just go over who was in the cast and my performance, briefly how I like the show, and anything interesting in the playbill. So without any further ado, let's get on to today's show. So today I'll be talking about the 41st Broadway show I ever got to see, which was my second time seeing the Broadway musical, The Phantom of the Opera. So I saw the show for the second time, I should say, in January 2004 at the Majestic Theater. So now I'll get on into what is in the playbill. So before I get to the page with the headshots of the cast, I'll just share this production photo that is in the playbill. It's of Hugh Pinero and Sandra Joseph, who are currently playing the Phantom and Christine at the time. So I thought I'd just share that first. And yeah, now I'll get on to the page with the cast. So here's the page with the whole entire cast, the headshots, the lead and supporting performers, as well as the chorus, standbys, and understudies. Okay, and before I get on into, pointing out any performers' names I may recognize from having seen them in shows before or after I saw them in the Phantom of the Opera, I will point out there was a performer that was out of the show the day I went to see it. Christine was being played by Julie Hanson. I guess Sandra Joseph, who was currently playing Christine, was out of the show that day, or at my performance. So I just thought I'd share that. And now I'll get on to who was in the cast. So currently on Broadway, like I said, Hugh Pinero was playing the Phantom of the Opera. And yeah, he's like a really great performer. He was absolutely fantastic in this part. And I did later go on to see him play I think he was like the lead role in the Broadway musical Lestat, which I absolutely loved, which I will obviously eventually be talking about because, like I said, I saw it. And the only other performer's name who I recognize is Michael Sean Lewis, who I looked in the biography for a second before I made this video, and because his name sounded familiar to me, and he was playing a different character than I believe I saw him play the first time. He was playing the marksman. I guess that was a character in the show. And yeah, it said that he was returning to the Phantom, where he made his Broadway debut as Raoul. And his name sounded very familiar to me, so more than likely the first time I saw the show, he was in the show as Raoul. So that was super cool. I thought that I'd point that out. And now on to how did I like the Phantom of the Opera the second time I went to see it. I absolutely loved the Phantom of the Opera just as much the second time as I liked it the first time. It's a really great show. Even though it's no longer playing in New York, there's probably like productions all across the country, all across the world. I believe it's definitely still playing in the West End. Like if you get the chance to see the Phantom of the Opera live on stage, I highly recommend it. Everyone just get to see the show at least once in their life because it's just such a beautiful, haunting, and memorizing show. And yeah, I absolutely loved it. And it has great costumes, and it's just performances were great. The score is absolutely wonderful and fantastic. And what I would say from my time seeing the show, the first two times I saw the show, I sat in the orchestra. The last time I saw the show, which was my third time seeing the show, I sat in the front mezzanine. And from my experience, I believe like somewhere in the orchestra is the best like place to sit for this show, just because I feel like you don't get that full effect of the chandelier, and that's a really big part of the show. So I understand ticket prices are expensive, so, I was just putting, my thoughts on that as someone who has seen the show, because I just didn't enjoy it as much the third time I saw the show because I was sitting farther away from the stage. And I feel like, sometimes that affects your opinion or feelings on the show, perhaps. But yeah, it's a great show nonetheless. Totally recommend it if you get the chance to see it. And I will say, I'm not sure, I definitely talked about my favorite musical numbers in the last video, but like I said, in case you missed that, I'll just point out my top 3 favorite numbers from the show, which is The Phantom of the Opera, The Music of the Night, and my favorite song from the show is Wishing You Were Somehow Here Again. So now I'll get on into what is in the playbill. So like I said, I saw the show in January 2004 as listed in the playbill. And there's an article in here about when the Broadway show I Am My Own Wife was on Broadway, currently starring, at the time starring Jefferson Mays, as it was a one-person show. And I believe he did win a Tony Award for his performance in the show. I've seen him in one other show. I believe it was 2013. He was in a show. I feel like I can't remember the whole entire title. It was called A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, I believe. But he won a Tony Award for that as well. And he's just like, he's such a wonderful, wonderful performer. If you get the chance to see Jefferson Mays in the show, I can't recommend it enough. He just like is such a great performer. And yeah, so here's the article that but yeah, he won a Tony Award for when he was in the show I Am My Own Wife, which I believe played at the Lyceum. I never got to see it, but just thought I'd point that out. And then also at the time there was a Broadway revival of Cat on a Hot Tin Roof at the Music Box Theater. It starred Ashley Judd and Jason Patric. I didn't get to see this revival, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. I did see the one I believe in 2013 with Scarlett Johansson, so eventually I'll talk about that as well. But like I said, there was an article in here about that Broadway revival at the time, and yeah. I think that's it as far as like, I don't know, anything interesting in the playbill. So I'll just get on now into what the next Broadway show I will be talking about in this series is, which will be my 42nd Broadway show. I'm pretty positive I know what show it is next. I keep forgetting to check for sure before I make these videos, but I'm pretty positive it was my second time seeing Little Shop of Horrors. Right there listed in the playbill. But yeah, I guess we'll find out when I make my next video, which hopefully won't be, too long from now. What can I say? My life's been all over the place, and I'm just trying to clean up the mess little by little. And yeah, I definitely plan on making more book videos as well. I'm almost done reading my current book read, which is Apples Never Fall by Leanne Morate. And just in case like you tune into my video, my channel for my when I talk about books, be sure to look forward to my review on that coming up soon. So if you watched today's video, thank you so very much for watching me talk about my second time seeing the Broadway musical, The Phantom of the Opera, and be sure to stay tuned for the next Broadway show I talk about in this series, which I'm pretty positive is Little Shop of Horrors. So as always, thank you so very much for watching, and until next time, bye!